Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here to work on so many books, so little time from Diamond Art Club. This is what it looks like. If you've been here a while, you probably remember me working on this exactly a year ago. And if you go back and find the video or the videos where I worked on this, I'm at the exact same spot that I was a year ago. Now, I have to say, in my defense, a year ago when I stopped working on it is because I can't believe it's been a year, but I broke my wrist a whole year ago. And I stopped doing square diamond painting at the time because with a cast, and the way my cast was on my arm, it was really difficult to do square diamond paintings because I had a hard time putting them straight. Now, I have no excuse why I haven't done any since, I recuperated. So I had my cast till almost the end of December. I think I got it off about a week before Christmas. And then I had like a splint or a soft cast they call, or splint. I think it was a splint. And I had that on for another 4 weeks at least. And then I kind of kept graduating smaller and smaller. I had the full cast, and then I had the splint, and then I had one that was just for my wrist. And that, I wore it for another, at least 2-3 weeks. And then even after that, if I did stuff that took a lot out of my wrist, I would put that on to kind of give it support because, and a year later, and my wrist still hurts, which sucks. Yesterday, so I'm thinking it's arthritis because yesterday in the rain, I had so much pain. I went for a massage yesterday. That diamond looks kind of weird, but it might just be me. Okay. So I don't know if the light is just the wrong way today or what, but I'm having a hard time seeing the numbers. Maybe if I move it over closer to me. So I've been kind of, I thought this summer I was going to be like, because we camped all summer. We were, we had, I better move that because you can see my ring light right there. We have a site that's kind of ours, like we pay for it every year, but this year was the first year. We thought we were just going to do 1 year, but at the very end of the summer, we decided to rebook. Still having my coffee. It's not that early. It's 10, but for some reason, hubby and I last night started watching TV. Oh, I know why. Not for some reason. We started watching TV and we were about, 40 minutes in, and then his job, he can get paged. And the worst thing is he wasn't on call, but they tried to reach the person that was on call and they couldn't reach them. So then they called my husband. I'm like, why don't you have your phone off? Like, seriously, you're not on call. Because he started on call last night at midnight and they called him like at, 7 or something. Anyway, he ended up working like 3 hours on this problem. And then it's probably even longer than that. But then when he came back upstairs, he's like, do you still want to watch something? I'm like, yeah, actually, I don't feel that tired. So then we ended up watching an episode or the rest of 911. And I still love that show. I mean, I worked for 911 for 14 years. I ended up quitting after I broke my wrist. on December 31st, 2020, I decided that 2020 was such a crappy year. Not that 2021 has been much better, but that 2020 was such a crappy year that I was going to remember something good out of that. I was going to stop and, I had kind of going back and forth. I was kind of going, oh, I'm going to stop even before I broke my arm. I'm going to stop December 31st, 2020. And then, I was counting down the shifts and there was 40 shifts. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just stay till May. And then I was just like, no, I'm done. So I'm here on YouTube. I have a Patreon, and my Patreon is right now geared towards scrapbooking. So I have 3 tiers. So I do that. I do classes too. And of course, YouTube. And since I broke my wrist, I bought everything that I need. I even got my license to make beauty products because I love handmade soaps. I've been making them since 2017. And with the idea that I wanted to, have a business, but I didn't want to start making soaps and then start selling them right away. I really wanted to kind of perfect my own recipe and kind of work on, different bath bombs. And I even started making skincare products like body butters and creams and shower steamers and just so many different products. Now I've had to kind of put, not a hold, but kind of a slow down on all of that. I've been doing a lot of experimenting this summer. I even signed up for a class it's a 2-year course. I'll have my, diploma at the end. It's all done online and everything. So there was a sale back in April, I think, or maybe it was May. Anyway, I knew I wouldn't have time to work on it in the summer, but because it was such a great deal, I went ahead and I got basically there's 2 different diplomas I can do for the price of almost one. So I was like, okay, I got to do it. Now, here we are in November, and I haven't done anything. Haven't started doing the course. So I had a month-long course in October. Class, I guess, not course. I was thinking of my soap course, but class. And so that just basically finished. I think today we're November 11th. So I just finished that 11 days ago. So I'm still a little, I don't like to say it takes a lot of me out of me, but it does. Because I was still doing my Patreon stuff. So I did my Patreon, and then with the month-long course or class, it's 31 videos. Plus I do 4 hours of live. Plus, I was doing lives for my Patreon too. So it was a good month, but it was long. I was exhausted. And then I decided that I like to do December daily. And if you're a diamond painter and you don't know what I'm talking about, basically you document every day in December. And I like doing that. So I went ahead and I started doing that in the month of November. And I have the type of personality, I have a really funny personality, because when I start something, I just got to go. And I have a hard time. I got to learn on splitting up my time and say it's okay to only work on something for a day or so, and then move on to something different the next day, and then maybe something different the next day after that. And if I want to do, the whole soap business and keep doing scrapbooking, I'm going to have to learn to say, I don't know, Mondays, I'm doing scrapbooking stuff. And then Tuesdays, you know, all day I do soap stuff. And then that way my brain is kind of focusing on one thing at a time, I guess. And not do, for a while, I was in the morning doing stuff up in my scrap room. And then in the afternoon, I would come and work on some recipes for soaps, which that was fine. And I think it would be fine if I'm, you know, trying out new stuff, because then I'm only making small batches and it doesn't take me that long. But if I'm making big batches of stuff, I feel like I need to like just concentrate on that. And then also like wrapping up stuff and working on the store and all that stuff. That's all stuff that I need to spend a lot of time doing. I can't just be, you know, working on it for a little bit. I really need to put a lot of my focus. So right now, and I'm almost done. So that's why I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to finish this through. I went to a scrapbooking weekend away, which was awesome. It was the first time in a year. So it was nice. And for me, it was a working weekend because I worked on pages to, you know, post on my YouTube channel. And I did 42 layouts. So to me, that's 5 months of videos. So every Monday and Friday, I basically just have to do a voiceover and then that's it. And now I'm working on December Daily. I just need a cup of coffee. I'm working on my December Daily. And after this, I'm going to be doing day 22, 23, 24. So, man, I'm almost up to Christmas, right? And here we are, we're only November 11th. Like, hello, awesome. So, if I can get that done, and that's going to give me, because I'm doing 3 days at a time, so that's going to give me 10 videos. 10 videos. One of them is going to have 4 days, but it's going to give me 10 videos, and I want it up by the end, you know, by the time December starts, because then in December, what I want to do is I still want to share, you know, when I put the pages in, and basically I'm doing the foundation pages, and then I'm still going to add a little bit of stuff when I'm putting the pages together. But for now, it's huge. Like, it's huge that I have that much done. So, and I feel like I get up in the morning and I'm like, yep, that's what I want to work on. Now, I still make sure, obviously, that I get my Patreon stuff done and all that. So, but if I can just get that done. And let's talk a little bit about my goals. Because, I mean, here we are, November 11th. And I think I'm going to be okay. I'd have to go back and check what my goals were. I think I'm going to make my goals for reading. I have to say, I'm behind. At the beginning of this month, I was 12 or 13 books behind. And right now, I'm 5 books behind. So I have been, again, I need to focus on this because I'm one that likes to, you know, if a goal is attainable, I like to go ahead and work hard. And if I don't work hard on certain things, let me put it this way, I'm not going to attain any of my goals this year. And I'm not about that at all. So I think I had said I wanted to lose weight. I didn't lose weight. If anything, I gained weight. So that's something I need to, I had hurt my knee a few weeks ago, so I couldn't go on the bike, but it's feeling much better. So I think maybe even today is a good day. I haven't done any diamond painting since probably, I think I did what I did this summer, I'll tell you. Of course, I re-kit another whole diamond painting, which I had so many that needed to be finished, but whatever. So I re-kit a diamond painting, or a new diamond painting, or I kitted up a diamond painting, and then I ended up doing about this much out of it this summer. I was so sure that I was gonna, spend quite a few days at the campground just chilling, and maybe I could sit outside and do some diamond painting. No, I did not do that all summer. I ended up coming home pretty much, I would say every day. There's only a couple of days that I ended up staying back, and I was actually working on a class. So it's not as if I did diamond painting all day. So I'm not going to achieve my diamond painting goals. I think I said I wanted to do at least 10. I didn't even do 1. So that's not good. So, and then the other day I got a comment on one of my videos, and she said, and I can't remember who it was, but she said, Nicole, don't you do diamond painting anymore? And I'm like, you know what? Yes, I need to do this. I need to get some diamond painting done again. Okay, I had to stop because my son's alarm was going off and he doesn't hear it. And he has it, so it's through Alexa, so I had to go and just say, stop. So I hope I didn't get all your machines, we'll just call it a machine, going by me saying that. That's funny. I did that once because I was telling a story about my son, how he played a trick on me once. And people were saying, oh my gosh, every time you kept saying that, it kept saying, yes, like, what do you want? Oh my gosh, I just read a book. It's the Infinity Quartz, and I don't remember the author, but it's a fairly new book. And I don't know if it was a debut or not, but if it was, she's good. She's good. And it's about an AI. So good. And I don't usually read books that the whole series is not done. And this one, the second book, only comes out in April. And if it's a trilogy, that means I'm going to have to wait like, a year and a half before I find out the end. But it was good. I gave it 5 stars. It was different. It was really good. And then I usually don't get shocked a lot. Like, I can usually figure out what's going on, and I did not figure this out at all. Like the ending, I was like, what? Because I was thinking, it's really good, 4.5. Like, it wasn't a complete 5-star for me, like it's got to really shock me, like I said, or I was invested though. I was kind of teetering, like I was like, yes, 5 stars, or 4.5, 4.75. But when that happened, I was like, she got me. And it's not even like it was a thriller. It's not, but she got me. So that was good. And it has an AI in it, and I really enjoy books. Like, I read the Illuminate Files by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. Love those. And if you can, listen to the audiobooks, because it's like a full cast. It's got sound effects in it. It's really awesome. I really, really like that book. Like, it's one of those that I could see, or books. It's one of those series that I could see myself totally re-listening to it. Although right now, I wouldn't do it right now because I'm so far behind. I'm at book 80 out of 100. So I have 20 books to read in 6 weeks. Yup. So I am, really I kind of have to read 200 pages a day. And that is about 3 or 4 hours that I have to read every day. So that's another thing. I'm going to, you know, try to get that goal done. So that'll be one goal done. My exercise one, fail. Diamond painting, fail. I can't remember. I think my scrapbooking one, if I did make a scrapbooking one, I think that one I did okay, because I did quite a bit of scrapbooking throughout the year. So I think I'm okay on that one, if I have one. I don't even remember if I did or not. But I got to start thinking. I think I'm going to still put 100 books to read, because it's still a challenge for me. And the weird thing is, this was the first year that I was, if you will, at home, you know, full time. Like my doctor keeps saying, how are you enjoying retirement? I'm like, it's not really retirement. Like, I probably work more than I did before, so I wouldn't call it retirement. I'm working all the time. A lot of times I work on the weekends. Like if we have nothing planned, like last weekend, we did nothing because Mason, our grandson, had to isolate because he was a contact. So we couldn't see him. He's finishing his 14 days today. Yay. He's okay. And so we're going to have him all weekend because we didn't have him last weekend. So a typical weekend for me looks like this. So Friday, I'm going to be working, you know, here. And then he has hockey practice at 5:15 till 6:15. And this weekend, we have tickets to our major junior team here in our city. So they're playing Friday night. So they're playing at 7. So it's really close to where Mason is practicing. So then we'll leave there. We'll go to the game. And then we'll come home. Then he has practice Saturday morning at 9:30. And I think for Saturday, that's it. So we'll probably come home and just, you know, not do too much. Mason will probably shoot about 300 pucks at the net downstairs, just because that's what he likes doing. Then Saturday morning, he's got another hockey practice at 10:30. So we'll be going and we'll be watching him practice. He's missing hockey. He's missed quite a bit because he couldn't go for 2 weeks. So I'll go watch him practice. And then in the afternoon, we have another hockey game with our major junior team. They're called the Moncton Wildcats. And we have season tickets. So we're there at every game. And this will be our 3rd year that we've been doing this. Like we used to go, but we would go maybe, 5 or 6 times a year. And then a few years ago, what we did was we didn't buy season tickets, but we were there for every game. So what we did was we knew we wanted to get season tickets. So what we did was we went and every game we bought tickets for a different place in the arena and we found where we wanted to sit. So now we bought the season tickets and now there are tickets. So every year they ask us, do you want those tickets? Which last year was kind of weird. Our team still played, but we didn't get to we got to choose our seats, but by the time, we could choose, it wasn't a very good section. It was okay. It was better than not being there. But because you needed 3 seats on that side, 3 seats on that side, and nobody in front, nobody in back, the seats were kind of limited. Okay, I think I'm done with the 9, which by the way, that was color 796. Let me just go quickly check, because every time I will put it away and then I find one and it's like, ugh. Okay, I think that's it. So we'll put that away. I'm gonna have to refill these. I'm telling you, finding this diamond painting, that was a chore and a half. Now, another thing I need to do is, because I bought all this stuff for diamond painting, or not diamond painting, for soap making, I have a lot of stuff, like a lot of stuff. So I have a big walk-in closet. So I was like, oh, I'll just put it in my closet. And all the soaps I made, excuse me, you know, I would put them in boxes and then put them in my closet and put them in my closet and put them in my closet. So my closet is a big mess right now. And I have all my diamond paintings. I have extra books in there. So another thing that's on my, I guess, agenda, or that I want to do, is I want to take everything out of my closet. Everything out. And then, oh, I put this one upside down. And then get rid of a lot of stuff, like clothes and stuff that I don't wear. Got to get rid of that. And then I am going to have a room dedicated for my soap making, because then there's no dust, there's no nothing. I can keep it basically sterile. So the room is not ready yet, but I'm hoping this weekend we can kind of start. All we got to do is, there's a bunch of stuff in that room and I want to take it downstairs in the basement. And then I have shelves that I can put in there. I bought a metal table. And then a lot of this stuff, we have a closet downstairs that I've kind of dedicated to my soap stuff. So whenever I have soaps that are cured, that are, you know, ready to be sold, I can put them in boxes. And then I can, you know, when I pack my orders, I can just go to those shelves, because that closet is pretty much ready. I just need to start moving stuff to it. So the soaps that I have in my room or my closet, there's some of them I need to wrap. All of them I need to put labels on them. So I have a lot of stuff I need to do. So I'm going to finish my December daily. Like I said, I have 10 days left. That's it. That's before the photos and, you know, extra embellishments if I want to. But I want to get that done. I'm really focusing on reading right now, but if I can finish my December daily, and I want to work on a class for January. That's my goal. I'm doing a virtual crop at the end of November. And then I'm not going to do any classes or anything like that in December except for my Patreon. But I want to work on, actually I have to work on 2 classes. One, have to work on a class for my Patreon, because everybody that, if they do the gold members or the gold tier and they do it for a whole year, they're going to get a free class like in January. So I got to work on that. It's going to be like a mini class, but it's going to have, you know, a few layouts. And then I'm going to work on another class for January, just for everybody to purchase. And then my next virtual crop after that is going to be in February. And then of course I have my scrapathon in March. So I have all these things that I have to do. So I really need to start. I don't want to say not feeling great. It's not really physical, but it's affecting my physical, if that makes sense. I think with everything that's going on, it's just, I think, taking its toll on everybody. And I'm just emotionally exhausted. And because of that, it's physically exhausting me. And I think that's why I'm going to need to start exercising again. Now, today's a beautiful day, nice sunny day. So after I'm done this, I'm going to tell my husband, okay, at lunch, we need to go for a 3 or 4K walk. Like we need to do that. We've done it. We did it twice last week. Or was it this week? It was this week. It was Sunday and Monday. We went Sunday and Monday. So then if we go today, it'll be 3 times. And hopefully we can go tomorrow too. So that's a good start. And then I can also I'm going to start with 10 minutes on the bike. I don't think I can do much more than that. I'm not very healthy right now, as far as physically. I need to do that. So I used to every morning or the night before or on the weekend. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to do it on the weekend and go through the week and say, okay, this is what I need to do. And then not stop my day until these things are done. And I find that I have way more energy if I kind of get up and I just go, and I kind of stop at the end of the day. I get so much done. And, I have to read 20 books. So 200 pages a day, that's a lot. So I'm going to try and fit a 2-hour time during the day where I read, like 1 hour at a time, 1 hour period. So that'll be 1 hour there. And then when I go to bed, do another 2 hours. I need to get at least one goal done, guys. I need to have some wins. You know what I mean? Do you feel like that too? I feel like I need to have some wins. I need to have some wins. So, and that's why I wanted to start diamond painting again, because I feel like this was a big loss for me, like I didn't do it. And it's not like I have to do it, but I think it's going to be good for me. It's something, they say that when you start something, if you do something for a hobby and then you change it so that it's your job, it's a total different thing. And I totally agree. Not that I don't love it. Don't get me wrong. I still love it. But then I need other stuff that's not that. Do you know what I mean? Because now this is my hobby. Yes, I make videos and I put it up on YouTube, but I'm like, I'm doing this. I have a YouTube channel. I might as well go for it. Another thing, I was actually kind of thinking of filming me decluttering my closet. I mean, it's going to be embarrassing. It's bad. It's bad. And it got really bad in the last, I would say, month or so. Because when we got home from camping, we just kind of took everything and then just threw that in there too. Because I'm like, oh, I don't want to unpack all my summer clothes now, because I want to make sure that I go through my drawers and stuff and get rid of a lot of stuff. So I might film that. In my craft room too, my craft room, I clean it all the time, but it's such a mess right now because I'm doing, so many different projects. But I'm going to finish off my December daily before I clean again. Finish off my December daily, and then I'm not going to put everything away because then I still have to put the pictures in. And then, like I said, I'm still going to add maybe a few little things that are like appropriate for that day. If I'm cooking or baking cookies or cooking something, maybe I can put a die cut that's kind of appropriate for that. So, but after I'm done doing the foundation pages, I'm going to put everything away hit my camera. Sorry about that. I was trying to see. Yeah, I ended up cutting my plastic this morning because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna, you know, it's gonna be crinkling the whole time I'm gonna be doing these. And it was annoying, and that was just setting it up. So I'm like, no, I'm just gonna cut it. I have those white, I was gonna say it's like wax paper, but it's not really. It's, you know, they put it, it's a different texture, and they sell it as for diamond painting. I'm sure it's like some kind of wax paper, but it's super waxy, so it doesn't stick to your canvas. So I just got rid of that. So I think for now, I'm just gonna do once a week that I'm going to do a diamond painting video. Once a week, I think, maybe twice. Because I was thinking, because right now I'm not uploading anything on Saturdays and Sundays. So this could be something that I upload on Saturdays and Sundays. So then it would be 2 of them. I could, you know, film them during the week and then just upload them on the weekend. Okay, I need 2 more Ys, and I have 2 drills left, but they're being stubborn and they won't flip over. There we go. Okay, and I think that's the last. How perfect was that? Oh no, I have 1 more. Of course. I was gonna say, how perfect was that? But I'm just gonna open this up. That's the right one, yeah. And then just kind of stick, well, usually it works. Stick my pen in there and grab one and put it on there. There we go. Now let's do 4, which is 444 is number 29, which is, that was $7.97 by the way, and this is $7.98. So that's gonna create some nice shading because it's just like 1 off. So okay, so we're gonna do the 4s and then we're gonna do the 2s, and then I'm gonna call it good for today. That's a good start. I didn't do like a lot, but I feel because I haven't done this in a while, I'm kind of slow. Oh yes, I'm gonna do the 3 10s too, because I did take the diamonds for that. I think I need more wax because this is not fun. Have to stick it 2-3 times. Okay. So yeah. So because I found this summer, I didn't do a lot of videos on YouTube. So I need to kind of rejuvenate my channel again. I need to do that. And so that's why I'm trying to do, you know, different videos. I'm going to start making soap videos when I can get my room set up and I start making soaps all the time and bath bombs and that kind of stuff. And I don't think I'm going to start another channel. I think having too many channels would be a little overwhelming. But what I'm going to do is make sure that every video is very much well labeled. So people that like diamond painting, it will be diamond painting, you know. And then I can do playlist. So then you can go and just watch the playlist. So same thing with soaps. I'm going to do a playlist for all the soap making stuff. And then, of course, I always do a playlist for my scrapbooking stuff. So it'll be very well labeled, everything. I like to do cooking stuff too. I always talk about, you know, the different dishes that I make, and I've shared quite a few recipes, but I think it would be fun to, you know, make the recipes on camera for several reasons, you know, because then if my kids want to know how to make something, they can just look at that, and I'll have the recipes and all that done. Okay, let's do number 2 first, and then we'll do the 3 10s, and then we'll be done. So yesterday I finished 2 books. So right now I'm kind of in between books. Haven't started any books. So today I find that so hard. It's like starting a new TV show. Man, I hate that. It's like you have to get used to the characters and all this stuff. I just finished the second book of All Souls trilogy. I mean, it's called the All Souls trilogy, but I just found a 4th book. And I'm like, what? I thought it was called the All Souls trilogy. So obviously she decided to do an extra book. And so I read the second book, and then Sundance, which is a streaming service, had a special last month where it was 99 cents a month for 6 months to try them out. And A Discovery of Witches, the seasons are on there, and it was perfect timing because the 3rd season is going to be released in January. And I'm like, yeah. So I just finished the second book, and I'm on episode 5. I think there's 10 episodes. I'm on episode 5 of the 2nd season, and then in December, I'll read, or actually I'll probably start in November, because I read like a chapter or 2 a day. It's a pretty long book. And where I'm trying to, you know, finish 20 books, I'm trying to read shorter, like 350, 360 page books so that I can, you know, finish. So what I do is I will pick up the book and I will see. So if it has 360, then I go, okay, I got to read 120 pages a day and read it in 3 days. And then I usually have an audiobook going at the same time, which I finished my audiobook. So now I got to choose a new audiobook. So I literally have no book started right now. So what I'm going to do today is choose an audiobook. So while I'm working on my December daily, I listen to an hour or it's more like 2 hours of that. And then this afternoon, I got to pick a book. And I'm going to read. I find the first 120 pages the hardest because you're not invested in the book, and it takes me a minute usually to get right into it. And I might start tonight the 3rd book, the Book of Life, because like I said, I'm going to read a chapter or 2, and there's 40 chapters. I already looked. So at 2 chapters a day, it's going to take me 20 days to get it done. And the chapters are fairly long. I think, well, it's 2 chapters is about maybe 40 pages. So there's about 600 pages in that book. So 40 pages, and the writing is kind of small. It's not very big. It's not small, but it's not big either. So that's going to take me at least an hour to read that. So I got to make sure that I read, you know, my 120 in another book because I need to finish some books here. We're November 11th, And I have 20 books left. So I'm hoping to read at 20. I would love to finish another 6 books by the end of the month. And then that leaves me 14 books for the month of December. That's a lot. It's a lot. So if I could do more than 6, it would be better, but that's a lot of books too. I might be able to do it, maybe even more. We'll see. I'm reading another series, and it has 20 books in it. And they're not very like long books. They're 250, 220, but they're, I'm a member of Kindle Unlimited, and I hadn't been reading books from my Kindle Unlimited at all. I'm like, that's a waste of money. So you need to make up all the months that you've paid for it and you didn't read books. So this one series, it's called Ice Planet Barbarian. It's kind of sci-fi, smutty books, but there is a story to it. So I'm enjoying those. I think I'm on book 17 and there's 20 books, but then there's novellas. So I think I have, what did I figure out yesterday? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have 5 books left in that series with the novellas. And 20 is not including the novellas because it'll be like 17.1 and 17.2, you know, for the novellas. So there's more than 20 books. But the main novels, there's 20. So I want to finish that by the end of the year because I don't know if I'm going to have the number of series that I want it done for this year. So that's going to be another fail, I think. So, and I also started reading, it's a middle grade, The Trials of Morrigan Crow. It was cute. I gave it a 4 or 4.5. I enjoyed it. It was like a 4, and then again, the end, I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I'm going to give it a 4.5. I'm pretty sure I gave it a 4.5. And I'm hoping that, you know, the next book, I'll like it even more. So, and there's going to be more than 3 books in this series, but the first 3 books is kind of, the story kind of wraps up. And then there's going to be a new arc, like a new story arc. So if I could finish the first 3 and finish that story arc, I'll be happy. I'll consider that as, you know, something that I finished. I'm usually really good at not waiting to finish series. For example, I started A Discovery of Witches in September, and in October I read Shadow of Night, and then I'm going to start now the Book of Life. Now I've had the Book of Life, I've had it on my shelf since 2014 because we went on a vacation and I was like, oh, I want to start reading. And I saw that book and I'm like, oh, that looks so interesting. And I bought it. And then once I got it home, I realized that it was book 3 or at the campsite. So I couldn't start it. So I had to buy the other 2, which I did fairly quickly. So there's no reason why that's not read. But now, okay, I'm just going to finish that and then we'll call it good. I usually don't open up another section and work on it, but I don't know why I did that because I have all this to work on, but it's okay. I'll just do the black. It'll still stick. The reason I don't like doing it is because then this doesn't stick very well. So I like to just do it when I work on that specific section. Okay, so this is gonna go up. This is, we're Thursday today, so this will go up on Saturday. And maybe tomorrow I'll do another hour on this. I think that's what I'll do. Saturday and Sunday will be for diamond painting. And then Monday and Friday will be scrapbooking, like regular pages. And right now, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Tuesday and Thursday anyway, is going to be my December daily. And then next week, I'm going to start too with making page kits. So I'm going to have big plans. I just have to, you know, be more organized, I guess, in what I do. More purposeful, I guess. I want to start making freezer meals too, so I'll probably, I'm not going to make a whole bunch, but I just want to make some so that, because I'm going to be so busy doing different things, I want to be able to just pull something out from the freezer and then just put it in the oven. And then just have to cook, you know, a few times a week and not like every night. And I'll probably, yeah, I was going to say I'll probably do that on the weekend, but probably not. My weekends are, you know, we run around with Mason. So Mason, just a little update, he made a AAA team again. It's a spring hockey team, but they kind of practice all year round so that by the time their season starts, they're kind of mesh as a team. He was asked to try out for Team New Brunswick, which he didn't make the team. He was sad, but you know, just the fact that he got invited. There was only 30 kids from the entire province that were invited, so that's not a lot. So that's pretty cool that he got invited. And so that's cool. Just the fact that he got invited. But he did make the AAA team, so he's pretty happy about that. So they're having a tournament in January. They're having a couple of games next Sunday. So that'll be fun. And then they're also having a tournament in December, which I'm really excited about. It's during their Christmas holidays, so that'll be cool. So December is going to be pretty full. And that's why I like to document all of December. It's a great way to document the recipes that you do, you know, your tree, all that good stuff. And it's kind of putting me in the mood because I'm like, I'm not going to enjoy Christmas this year. I don't even know if we'll be able to gather because right now we're not allowed. So I don't even know if I can have Christmas with my kids. So we shall see. But we're going to get ready like we can. Okay. I think I'm going to stop it here. I'm going to put one more, finish that little thing right here. There you go. I'm going to finish that. And then tomorrow, I'm going to close this up because I'm not going to work on that tomorrow. I just want to get this done. And I can't wait. That is one of the ones that I do want to put in my bedroom next to my bookshelf because I just love this. So I can't wait to get this done. It'll probably take me quite a long time to get this done, but I'm going to film everything. And if I, you know, want to do it every day and then just upload twice a week, then that's fine, you know. We plan on going, I'll talk about that tomorrow. So I'm going to stop it here and we'll talk about my plans for next summer. And that's why I'm kind of trying to get a bunch of stuff done. But that's it. I'm going to end it here. So this one here, I forgot to mention, this is a 56 by 109. So it's huge. So it's 22 inch by 43 inch. And like I said, I can't wait. That little dinosaur is just adorable. And that guy down here too. And I'm going to stop it here and pick it up again tomorrow. So hopefully I stick with this, that I do a couple of videos a week doing some diamond painting. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.